Some of you may already know Chris. He's been around for a minute. Chris actually has brought quite a few people here that are now on their way of doing well. The young lady, the security analyst that just got jobs a few weeks back, he brought her in. Steve, your instructor, he brought him in. You know, Chris came and took a class or so, and got excited and brought some people in that are now doing really good things. And I'm very happy for him. He's he landed some great things that he couldn't quite take because he was too far away or whatever his reasons were. But now he's back in the DC area and he's here to stay, so he's gonna stick around. So everybody, Chris.
Thank you, sir. No problem. Thank you. This gentleman said a lot of good things about me, so Albert, check is in the mail. Appreciate it. But one of the things I do like to have fun. I'm pretty much here just to share with y'all my experience here with the School Information Technology Academy, as well as the different things that this school has actually helped me through the last year and a half or so. So a little bit about my background. I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland, and started working went to school in Temple University in Philadelphia. Moved back to Baltimore around in 2010, and where I just come from is I see some hats in here. I used to work for Verizon. I used to be a service tech for Verizon, and actually was able to leave Verizon in 2010, and actually took one of the packages. So very excited about that. Used that income to actually start a business. Was actually in real estate, self-employed for about 2 years. And, because I just got tired. I got tired of the hustle and bustle, going into alleyways, stepping on crap, climbing ladders, gaffing poles out in Westchester, PA. And, that right there was an indication to me that I need to do something different. So when I left Verizon, got into real estate, everybody knows that the bubble blew up in 2008. And I thought that, if I get into real estate now, I could buy some cheap houses, fix them up and sell them. Yeah. It still was a bad idea to do. All right, so wound up going back into the working world. Started working for another company where I actually traveled the United States installing equipment in veteran hospitals. And that's actually where I met Steve, your actual instructor. And, definitely bonded with this gentleman. And when I actually bonded with this gentleman, and as well as another guy, we was like, we want something better for ourselves and our family. So that's when, during that whole process, actually a little bit before I met Steve, I actually started going to school here with ATS Technology. Information Technology Academy.
Same thing.
And, I started taking courses. I was told that if you're really going to be here in this Maryland, Virginia, DC area, you want to get certified. Having your degree is great, but certifications actually enhance it even more. So I met Albert. I talked to a gentleman in Baltimore, and when I talked to him in Baltimore, he was a part of the Baltimore
Urban League.
And he told me about Albert, that he'll be starting a class at school soon. So I contacted Albert. He pretty much later on told me what class I told him what I want to get into. And the first thing I wanted to get into was networking. I wanted to be a network engineer. So what do I have to do in order to be a network engineer? I'm willing to be coachable and learn and really dive my head in, because that's what I want to do. The reason why I want to do it, because I've seen so much evidence around me of people that succeeding as a network engineer and making money. So he was like, well, Chris, this is what you do. You take your A+, your Net+, your Security+, and then go and take the CCNA class. So guess what? That's what I did. So starting February, it was February of last year. February of last year that I started. And by April or May, I had my A+, Net+, and Security+ certification.
Wow.
Wasn't playing.
Okay.
Wasn't messing around. And from that Security+ certification, I was able to get a job. And guess who helped me get the job? Albert. My first job, actually, after Security+, was doing about $70K a year, working 40 hours a week. Actually, less than that. I mean, well, on the books is 40, but basically, and doing well with that and actually working for a company in DC. After that, I started with taking a Cisco class with a great teacher named Andy. Andy actually was one of the gentlemen that actually taught Steve as well as myself. And with that class, I took the CCENT class and then the CCNA class, and was able to get my CCENT certification as well as the CCNA. So I finished those in August of last year. So pretty much, ladies, just whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. Forever to be able to have the blessing to be able to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 certifications is definitely a beautiful thing. Okay, so the folks that's actually looking to get into networking, just taking that track would definitely put you in a place where you can basically bring a lot of good income for you and your family, get you out of the places where you are, and actually, by being a network administrator, network engineer, you can work remotely too. So a lot of people that like to work from home, it's a good industry, a good track to go into. Because when I actually finished my CCNA, guess what I was able to do? No, well, that too. But find another job. I was a network administrator. Okay, became a network administrator where I actually was able to design 10 gig networks, able to configure routers and switches, was able to actually, the place I was wanted me to also be a system admin. So while I had the network admin skills from this class that I developed, when I was on the job, they was teaching me how to basically work on servers, work on VMware, virtual. Anybody ever heard of VMware? Virtual, yeah, vSphere. Basically, I was managing 96 virtual machines. I actually built 7 physical servers myself, and I actually managed DNS servers. What else did I do? I did a lot of things with Active Directory, and all those things taught me that aspect of it. But I didn't go to school for that. So what you want to do is get the necessary skills in order to get the job. Once you get the job, you're able to basically extend and do other things that could really put credentials on your resume to make yourself better. Okay? So a once you become a network administrator, you'll be a network engineer. But you can start right at network engineer if that's what you want to do. And it's a lot of fun. Playing, I don't know if anybody in here hands-on or not, but you get to play in the switches, routers. If your break is all on you, you fix it. Sometimes a lot of pressure, sometimes it's not. But at the same time, it's a lot of fun. I'm a person that like to be in a position that has some fun in it, has some type of structure, and also make you a lot of dollars. Okay? So, yeah, that was my experience. And then, after a bit, I actually, went to another open house that Information Technology Academy had. And from that, we started talking about security. And security would always interest me, but I thought it was another thing that I had to learn that I didn't feel like it, so I wanted to stay on networking. But I was encouraged to go into that aspect, that track, and that would give me a little bit more flexibility of what my goal was. See, everybody have different goals, and my goal was this: put me in a position where I could work 3 days a week and work from home 2 days or off, so I could be on the beach somewhere. That was it, and that makes me a lot of money. Security. Okay, network engineer could get you there as well. Okay, network engineer could get you as well, but I wanted to get more so into security because I knew that area kind of like interested me a lot more. And I actually took a class called CAP. Anybody ever heard of CAP? Yeah. Certified Authorization Professional. Actually, another gentleman that I've had the pleasure of taking a class with is your instructor, Steve. And everybody, I just want to definitely give this gentleman a hand. He actually was able, can I say it? You already said it. All right. He actually was able to pass the CAP test, Certified Authorization Professional test. That certification alone will get you 6 figures. Okay? So what happened is that we actually took the class for a couple months, did like a live project as actually if we're actually at the job, doing the job. And that right there, experience right there, was able to get you a job. There's another young lady that Albert talked about in the beginning. She actually took the class, no security background, okay? Maybe did some protection on computers and giving some people access rights and all that, but no background, all right? Took the class, didn't pass the test, and now making around 90K. Just got a job 2 weeks ago, 3
Not
weeks ago,
passing the test?
without passing no cert. I don't even have a certification yet.
Your
All right?
CAP certification.
CAP certification. Okay, I don't have the certification yet, and I actually was able to land a security analyst job.
Okay.
All right, but understand it with that CAP, that's just going to explode you a lot more. So you can actually go into networking aspect of things or the security, but definitely one of the things I just want to say when you're in class, yeah, you in tune, you know, you're listening, you know, but when you're home, that's where the work starts. You got to study. You got to internalize everything, every subject, or every time I remember certain stories. Every time me and Steve left the class, we actually talked to sometimes at 2 o'clock in the morning, doing team viewer, doing actual live simulations as far as either for CCNA. We talk about the test, we talk about the subject, we talk about find a partner up with somebody. Find somebody that basically had what you want, had the thought process you had, and talk to them. Get past all the certifications because that will propel you to the next level. You gotta take it seriously. This school is not a joke. It's not a joke. The teaching you get here, you know, just don't waste your time. Okay, now's the time to really, if you have evidence in front of you, you have evidence in the back of the room, you have other evidence of people that's going to come in here or that came in here in the past. There's so much evidence, and the only person that's going to stop you is you. I like to tell people you're your biggest enemy. The biggest enemy is you. That enemy inside you that don't want you to be successful. That person inside you that talk to you and say, hey, you shouldn't do it, you're not worth it, or you're too lazy, or it's a show on, it's a movie on, or you got vacation, you got to take care of the kids. All those are excuses. Defeat that enemy and just continue to do the things that you are meant to be doing, because everybody in here is a champion, right? Everybody in here?
Yeah.
You're not contenders, correct?
Nope.
So stop acting like a contender and continue to be a champion, which you're destined to be. Study, get these certifications, okay? Whatever track you want to do, network or security, and just go out there. And nobody's not going to give nothing to you. You got to go there and take it. Like if you have a degree or if you have a certification now, you wasn't given it. You took it because you did the work for it.